Hello, it's that time again. Get up, get off the couch, and tackle your own to-do list. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome to the Just Ask Bob show. I am your host, Bob Assadourian. Again, we kick it off with a viewer's email. Dear Bob, do I require a permit to remodel my kitchen? Bob, I have a solid surface countertop and therefore cannot easily replace all the kitchen cabinet boxes, the uppers and the lowers. What do you think of an option of just refinishing as opposed to replacing the existing cabinet doors and drawer fronts? And Bob, can you recommend someone for me to hire? This is from Marianne in Hamilton, Ontario. Thank you, Marianne. And we constructed a fun-packed show today, a very special show. We're going to be traveling a lot of places. We have a kitchen to show off here. We're trying to illustrate dark, beautiful, rich wood tones. We also have another kitchen we'll be heading to shortly, my good customers. It's an antique white kitchen. And then to answer Marianne's last question of do I have someone I can recommend for her? Yes, we're going to end the show with my friends at Decor and Restore who specialize in refinishing existing kitchens within the exact footprint of the kitchen. Therefore, if they're solid countertops, they do not have to be removed. Now, as far as the permit question, that's important. Now, the City of Hamilton, the municipality, there are some guidelines to follow. If we take a moment, this is a perfect illustration now. This kitchen, about a decade ago, right where you see those two columns, that was a wall. Load-bearing wall, because it's picking up the beam and the support from the second floor. That wall was opened up. The wall was made smaller, the upper section was removed. Now, if that's a requirement in your home, and again, there's a lot of beautiful homes in Hamilton where many folks do want the kitchen to be blown into, expanded into the living room or the dining room, yes, you need a permit. Now, exterior walls, this is an outside wall. Let's say the drywall is being removed, the insulation's being updated because of the wiring or for whatever reason. Once again, yes, that does require a Hamilton building permit. Now, let's look at options where you do not require a permit. Simple cabinets being refinished, cabinets being pulled off the wall and being replaced, some ceramic tile backsplash work, no permit required. On a separate note, pot lights, electrical outlets, if they're new installations, that meaning they weren't existing before, yes, a permit's required, but that has nothing to do with the City of Hamilton. That permit requirement is through the ESA, Electrical Safety Authority. Your contractor or electrician will pull those permits accordingly. Now let's take a moment to show you the licensing requirements. Yes, once again, our municipality does have a license, Hamilton Master Building Repair License. Absolutely important that any contractor you hire does have the license. You know, the city does its due diligence. You're paying a lot of money in taxes. You know, there are a lot of other municipalities which do not license their contractors. It's the Wild West, literally. As a licensed contractor, number one, before you even go apply for it, you have to have a police clearance. So, I mean, there's a lot of vetting going on in that sense. You know, this is your home. These are your valuables. A good contractor should be there before you leave home for work in the morning, and in many cases, the contractor will still be there working in your home back once you're home from work. So obviously the police clearance matters. You have valuables, you have family. Besides the police clearance, the city does check for contractors' liability insurance, over a 2-hour examination on the building code. Those are the type of trade specialists you want in your home, licensed and insured. Now again, when we talk about kitchens, as you can see, the beautiful table in this kitchen is maple. I love these homeowners with their choices in design style. Obviously, they love rich, dark wood tones. We have maple from the table. We have a lighter tone on the bar stools. Then we have beautiful oak cabinets. As a thank you to the homeowners, after break, a little surprise for the people for letting us use the kitchen as a demonstration for Cable 14. We're going to be installing light valance. Now, if you take a moment to look at these upper cabinets, here's the upper cabinet. It just ends. There's nothing fancy, no lighting, Again, nice straight line, no lighting. The popular design trend these days is to not only have under cabinet lighting, but hidden lighting. So after the break, Frank's going to assist me. We've made some special custom oak valances that we're going to install as a thank you and a warm surprise to the good people for letting us use their kitchen. We'll be right back.
Saturday afternoon, October the 13th, the home and home continues as the Hamilton Bulldogs will host the Mississauga Steelheads from the First Ontario Centre on the OHL tonight. It'll be Ryan McLeod and Owen Tippett who will be tasked with carrying a young Steelhead squad into unfriendly territory as the Hamilton Bulldogs posted a very strong performance the last time they were at home. You can catch all the action live in an HD right here on Cable 14 beginning at 4 p.m.
Sure, I nibble, but that doesn't make me a nibbler. I'm a social nibbler. I just do it when I'm out. It's not like I buy my own nibbles. I don't have to. I can just bum a nibble from my friends. I don't call myself a nibbler because I'm not addicted to it. It's just something I do for fun. I'm a social nibbler. Can't you see the difference?
You're awesome, Frank.
You too, Bob.
Welcome to our best employee, our hardest worker, Frank Lorcella from Triple R. He's going to assist us today. If you've been following the episode, this is a kitchen special. We're going to run you through some beautiful oak cabinets, some maple woodwork as well. We're going to be visiting another kitchen, which is antique white. And we're going to be seeing our friends at Decor and Restore to show you how to remodel your whole kitchen by keeping the same existing footprint or plan. Now, as a surprise to the homeowners who allowed us to obviously use their kitchen, this kitchen's about 10 years old, never had any type of valance treatment as we just talked about. We made these some time ago for the homeowners. This is beautiful oak, hand stained by us. You can see the stain misses, but that won't show at all. And it's pretty simple. On the back, tilt it up a bit, Frank, we have clips. It's the clips that are used to install it. Now this does take a bit of skill level. You need a little bit of a groove created at the bottom. You need the miter, the inside and the outside corners. But these are really going to finish off these upper cabinets. Okay, Frank, let's be gentle. Okay, on an angle. Okay, great. Grab one of those screwdrivers. All right, let me get started so we don't fight with it. Thanks.
I'll hold it for you.
Thank you. These are not that hard to install. A little bit of carpentry skill. Okay, I'll support it for you. Now you can get the other end going. Now again, these are absolutely perfect for when you have, or when you want to have under cabinet lighting. Look how nicely that finishes it off. And the stain match, I love. Okay, Frank, I'll leave it in your hands.
Perfect.
Perfect. Now we also have another piece. We're not going to install this yet. We'll install it afterwards. Again, look at the detail in the mitering. That's just beautiful, and it sets it off. And this has specifically been made to fit around the radio. Look at that. Is that not a lovely finishing touch? Now, please follow us. We're going to visit my other job site, which is an equally beautiful kitchen, however, quite the opposite. Finished in gorgeous antique white.
In Canada, more than 13 million volunteers contribute over 2 billion hours every year. Volunteers support us in everything we do, and communities thrive because of it. At Volunteer Canada, we encourage and strengthen community involvement. We work with a broad range of partners to promote and support our shared vision of a vibrant Canada. To learn more, visit thenewvolunteer.ca, your connection to Canada's volunteering community.
Welcome to our job site. Want to kick this off with a very heartfelt thank you to the homeowners. They are truly wonderful people for allowing us to bring the cameras in today. This kitchen specifically has already been featured on Cable 14 City Matters with Doug Fairway some time ago. It was featured as a kitchen rental horror story disaster. When I was contacted and brought here by the homeowners, this was not by any means the kitchen. Just to go over some of the highlights of the show so you can see it on your screen. One example I can think of immediately is this window. To this day, I joke with people about a window and say, how many pieces of trim truly go around the four sides of a window? You know, the answer is supposed to be 4. The past contractor ran out of trim right about at this point, and he put a separate piece going midway up. So the way he left this for the homeowners, again, a professional kitchen remodeler, was 5 pieces of trim around 4 sides of a window. Now, that's just cosmetic. The other thing he did is all the electrical outlets, they were just live wires dangling out the wall. So it's really, really important. If you haven't seen that show, you can catch it on our site, www.justaskbob.com. Look for the interview on City Matters titled Kitchen Rental Disaster. Now, with that being said, the kitchen is completed now. When I came in, we had to pull proper electrical permits. We installed beautiful pot lights. We also worked on various items of drywall imperfections, tying everything in, making sure all the electrical was safe, making sure the trim was completed. Now, big contrast here. That's why another reason I wanted to bring the cameras here today. The kitchen you watched at the beginning of the show, another job site of ours, that was a beautiful oak kitchen with maple accents as the dining room table that they had. This, in antique white, is just as beautiful. You know, I don't get in between the husband and wives on design matters, but I do explain that, you know, you have your choices. The way I find it is if people have had a dark oak kitchen for ages, they want to opt for a nice white kitchen. If they've had a white or antique white kitchen, then they want to go to wood grain. Nothing's wrong with either. They're equally as beautiful, but be warned, you're going to have to live with it for a very long time, so be certain you choose wisely. This is just gorgeous. Now, soon after the next break, we're going to be visiting my friends at Decor and Restore. They are the people that actually created these cabinets. The previous cabinets, as seen on City Matters, they were an oak cabinet, which the kitchen refinisher took all the cabinets and drawer fronts off. Then what they did, at least what I believe they did, is they put them in a filthy garage, a dirty environment. They sprayed them white. At the end, without proper baking and curing, they stacked them together, delivered them to this job. Then when you pull them apart, they've stuck together. The finishing was atrocious. The finishing was horrible. Those doors were refinished so poorly that Decor and Restore would not refinish them again. Now, they're a custom build and custom refinish facility. They can take your oak dark doors or maple, they can refinish and strip that door into any type of white that you want. Those were so terrible that they had to be replaced completely. This is a brand new door. Those ones could not be refinished at all. Now, we talked about valances before. Earlier in the show, Frank and I installed an oak valance. This is a white one, obviously, and we've got beautiful hidden lighting underneath. Once again, beautiful custom LED pot lights that were installed under our supervision by our master licensed electrical contractor. This kitchen has finally come 360. From starting off as a rental disaster, as seen on City Matters, to finally being completed. Let me take another moment to show you these cabinets. So as long as you have a footprint that's ideal for you and you can't really gut and remove anything because of solid, either granite or quartz stone countertops, Decor and Restore can restore your kitchen within the same footprint. You see the lovely work that they do here. Now, the inside of this cabinet is sort of a bit of a dark almond color. That remained because there was nothing wrong with it. But if you see the attention, the detail, the face of the bottom ledge, completely refinished in the antique white. The valance installation, brand new hardwares and hinges, beautiful brand new custom doors, and look at the hardware. Probably dozens and dozens of selections availability for hardware. Everything refinished completely. So there's different choices with your kitchens. If you got the entire kitchen, usually it's because you had laminate countertops, and it's not a big expense to gut those. But if you have heavy stone, there's charges to uninstall it, there's storage charges, and there's also the possibility of cracking it. So always with your kitchen, keep in mind of the option of refinishing it exactly as it is. Up next, we're visiting our friends at Decor and Restore to show you who built and installed these cabinet doors.
Cancer affects us all, and together we can make a difference. My name is Dr. Juergens, and I'm inviting you to a new fundraising event in support of the cancer program at Juravinski Hospital and Cancer Center. Embracing the fall spirit of giving thanks. It's an evening walk called Illuminite, a walk to shine a light on cancer. Join us on October 26th at the Earth to Table Farm in Flamborough. Register and start fundraising today.
Welcome back to our kitchen special. Dennis, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Hey, thanks
for
for
allowing me in, and of course the viewers for Cable 14 to show off the store.
Wonderful.
We were just at our customer's job, the kitchen you refinished some time ago.
Yes, yes.
Phenomenal job, and it's holding up. It's standing the test of time.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You did a beauty in there
Thank
for
you,
them.
yeah.
That show was talked about on the Hamilton Stony Creek Community Newspaper, dubbed as the Kitchen Rental Disaster.
Mm-hmm.
It was featured on City Matters on Cable 14. It went to court. Finally, the people, it's done. They can put it behind them.
Perfect.
They
perfect.
went through
I'm
a
glad.
lot there.
Wonderful people to deal with.
Tell us
Wonderful.
about the doors.
Well, when they came in to see us, he looked at the doors and said, "Can we do anything with this door itself?" And I said, honestly, it was just in bad shape.
And for cost, I even wanted to save them, to do anything we can to save them. But
just no way of
butchered.
They were butchered. There's no way of saving those doors at all. So the only option is actually to reface and add a new door to the project.
Tell our viewers about Decor Restore. Give us your history.
Yeah, so Decor Restore has been here 7 years now. We started off with, with the furniture, and it just escalated to doing cabinetry, and we started refinishing. And then we just started seeing more of the people coming in talking about refacing, and then we just escalated to new kitchens. So it just kept going and going and going. So
you have a uniqueness in the marketplace. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I see your position as a facility unique in the sense that the people can keep the existing footprint, the solid countertops can stay.
That's right.
Tell us about that interesting aspect.
Yeah, so what's happening, we're seeing today is people have stone countertops that keep the same footprint. They've invested into the stone, so their option is either just to refinish what they have, or otherwise, if the doors are not, or they don't like the doors, and to actually put new doors on. And
what's involved if they wanted to gut everything? I don't think it's quite that. I mean, with laminate cabinets, you rip them out, you break them up, you throw them away.
Yeah.
But when there's large areas of solid surface countertops, is that not costly to remove, store, and possibly make sure it's damage-free?
That's right.
So
That's
there's
right.
an expense there that's saved in keeping the footprint.
That's right, exactly. Right, and people look, and also the disruption of a kitchen, right?
Yes.
So now ripping a whole kitchen out, they just keep the footprint. They're okay with that, and then we can just do a whole makeover in that scenario.
Existing makeover.
Yep.
Now, wrongly so, I always thought of your stores just a makeover in an existing footprint.
Yeah.
As you and I discussed earlier, you can actually do a full gut, layout change, a full kitchen.
That's right. That's right. And again, another scenario, we'll get into people's homes and they'll say, "Can we do anything with this kitchen?" And we're always honest about what we do. And we'll look at a kitchen and just say that, you know what, it's just not going to work. You know what, your best scenario here is to put a new kitchen in.
Wow.
Just because of the cost, and the kitchen's 30 years old. It's just not worth trying to reface or repaint that.
Let's get a tour for the viewers.
Sure. Let's take a
have
look
peek at
over
what
here.
You have here.
Yeah, let's take a look over. These are our vignettes. This is what we try to show people what we have, and on refinishing a oak door with a raised panel. That type of look, and this is our #1 color, which is our oyster.
I can slightly see the grain, so this is oak.
This is oak.
But you have to have a good eye, but I can slightly see the grain.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
With MDF, it's just grainless.
That's right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's also there are maple doors, so you see a lot of maple doors, so
Yes.
it's a smoother finish. Mm-hmm. That is another one. And then our colors, again, to show people that what we
How
can
many
do.
colors, roughly?
Oh,
Can you
roughly,
customize?
we roughly have about 15 colors that we kind of show people.
Can you
All right.
customize
We can, absolutely.
to tint to match an existing?
That's right.
Very
There
nice.
is. We can do
Very
that.
nice.
Very
nice.
I got to tell you, this is our #1 color, which is our oyster.
The oyster.
This is our go-to color. If someone's not sure, it tends to go with a lot of hardwood floors that people are just not sure of. That's our go-to.
How many panels, may I ask, panel variation options do you have in the doors? The panel design.
Oh, there's numerous different panels
Lots
designs.
of panel
When
designs.
it comes to the MDF, we can literally do any type
can
of
create
profile,
anything.
raised panel, flat panel. Yeah, I can just show you when we get over there.
Let's have a look at this wall. This is a big trend design, is it not?
It is. You're seeing a lot of this
I'm
type
seeing
of
this
look.
everywhere.
Yeah, people are actually adding this to islands, peninsulas. One wall itself has an accessory. It just gives that rustic look and gives a lot of the wood. And you're also seeing the floating shelves are coming in with tiles and that kind of look, right?
You helped me out last year, and I'm seeing it now, the glass. So
Yes.
we'll go into that. It was about a year or so ago. It was a job, and this is somewhat popular. People have an existing kitchen.
Yes.
There's no glass in any of the cabinet doors.
Right.
I removed the doors for my customer, brought them up here. You turned doors into this that had absolutely no glass.
Yes.
Tell our viewers a little bit about that.
So what we can do, we can actually get a door. Then we have a guy, one of our guys that actually does our glass work.
Correct.
He'll take their center panel out and then replace it with a glass door. We'll spray the frame and install that glass.
See, that's an amazing feature.
Yes.
I mean, the homeowners, especially if it's an old line and they can't find those cabinets or that manufacturer's not available, to bring the doors in here.
That's right.
And have the customization of the glass installation, that's beautiful.
It is. It is. And you know what? You're saving the actual cabinets. So we're using those cabinets.
Yeah, you're keeping
just
your
taking
bucks.
out. That's right. Keeping the cost
Terrific.
down. So yeah,
Terrific.
it's all works out well that way.
Let's have a look at the countertops.
Yeah. So this is what you call our waterfall countertop. All right. So people like to do this on some of their islands or an end of a peninsula.
Okay.
So it's a great look on adding to a kitchen.
Very nice.
So
Very
you know,
nice.
people are generally going to quartz countertops now. Could just find it's.
Quartz is the popularity.
There's the
Quartz.
populator. Yeah, that's right.
Terrific. How about now, and what I'm really excited for, let's have a tour of the showroom.
Awesome.
Dennis, one thing Bob's always strong about with the viewers is to buy local, help support Hamilton storefronts and business owners. I love that you're local here, that you're from Hamilton. One thing I'm always knocking about, and the viewers know this, is junk and garbage made in China.
Right.
Can we assure the viewers everything here is made in Canada, Hamilton, Ontario?
Everything is made in Canada.
Well, I mean,
exactly.
obviously I could-
hardware, hinges.
Obviously, I can see with the production line, so you can control the quality at every single level.
That's right.
See, we talk a lot about off-gassing. It's in the media a lot. You know, these volatile organic compounds out of the cheap junk that comes from China, it can be poisoning you and your family while you're sleeping.
Right, because a lot of the stuff's not regulated.
Exactly.
Coming in here, so
Exactly.
the products that we get that we're spraying is all regulated through the Canada.
Terrific. We have strong regulations.
That's right. Stronger. Yeah.
Stronger
Yeah,
regulations.
for sure. Yeah.
Terrific. Tell us
Anyways,
about the manufacturing.
So let's go back here, just kind of take a look at what we started. This is basically one of our refacing type of project that Christine's actually sanding on. It starts with an MDF door. And from that's where we actually sand these products down, give them 2 coats of primer and 2-coat finish to get the results. And we'll get to that point there. And Josh is actually doing a respray of a cabinet. So he's basically just sanding that down and getting that one ready for a final coat also.
Nice.
That's just got that. Obviously, that one's going to a dark color. And I think Christine's doing a light color on that project there.
Terrific.
So yeah, so if we go through here and kind of show you what we do. These guys are working on a headboard.
Oh, wow.
They're spraying and they're trying to set that one up.
Furniture as well?
We do the furniture as well. So
Tell
yeah.
them, let the viewers know. They may not know there's furniture as well.
Yeah, so we also do the furniture. Like I said, we're doing some chairs.
Chairs.
And this is a headboard that they're kind of trying to do the final coat on that.
Wow.
And that piece of furniture there, we're going to convert that into a vanity.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just going to change that all
So
around.
you can reclaim as well.
That's right. We're going to reclaim it, modify it, and then
Very nice.
change that
Very
over
nice.
to a finished product.
There's a lot of depth to what you do.
There is. There's a lot of things that we do here that a lot of companies don't want to do. Right?
True.
You know? Yeah. So, anyways, this is our booth that we get into. This is our priming booth. A lot of product is get into here that we will do our first, second coat of primer. And then from there, it goes into our drying booth that I'll kind of show you.
So is this air exchange, air system?
These are all filtered ice,
all
yes.
filters.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So
you
none of
need the air being drawn out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
See, this reminds me so much, the cabinet doors from the customers you worked on me for some time ago,
Yeah.
the kitchen we just came from. They were an oak cabinet door that was refinished.
Yeah.
But it looked to me, I always assumed somebody put it in a dirty garage and sprayed it.
Yeah.
So these are proper controlled area. Your air, your filtration,
right.
everything's controlled.
With proper guns and all that too. That's right.
Terrific. Wow.
So, yeah.
We really need an hour, Dennis.
I know we don't.
To the viewers at home, we really need an hour to be able
Yeah.
to give you these tours and show you much, much more. Dennis, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best with the business.
Appreciate it.
And up next for the viewers, Bob's Top Picks and Bob's Bewares. We'll be right back.
Sunday evening, October the 14th, the OHL tonight comes to you from the Tribute Community Center in Oshawa, as the Oshawa Generals will play host to the Hamilton Bulldogs. The last time these two teams met, it was a 7-1 drubbing for the Dogs at the hands of the Generals. And now Jack Studnicka and company will look to press their advantage. The Bulldogs will no doubt be looking for a little bit of revenge in a bounce-back game. And you can catch all the action live in an HD right here on Cable 14 at 6 o'clock.
It's that time again, Bob's Top Picks and Bob's Bewares. Now, particularly that we've done an episode here on kitchens, I want these top picks and bewares to make sense. Let's take a moment and go over them. Let's pick here, well, this is baseboards. This is your trim that is going to go all around the bottom perimeter of the floors to protect the bottom of your walls, just above the flooring. This one here, I really want the viewers to see the bow in that. And I really want you to take a moment to see the trueness in this one. What a difference. This is poplar, so this is complete wood. This is real. Now, this isn't quite stain grade. Both of these are paint grade. So let's set that one aside. Now, let's talk about why this one bowed. We literally just picked these up a short while ago. They got slightly wet in the back of the pickup truck. I mean slightly. Look at the difference. Little bit of moisture. It bowed this one completely. This is a Bob's Beware. This is made out of MDF, medium density fiberboard. Now, let me take a moment here to chip this. Not what you want to spend your money on, especially when you're cutting the crooked and overcharging contractor out of the equation. I talk about this often. Take that savings, don't be high me with it, reinvest it into purchasing much better quality material. So this is just paper. That's all this is made out of. I mean, if you really want to focus in here, that's all we have. This is just paper. At times when you use this in a kitchen, there's going to be moisture. You're going to be mopping the floor. Unless that floor is bone dry, which not too many people are going to turn around and instantaneously dry the floor. So your baseboard is installed. The little bit of moisture that gets in under the bottom, that is going to cause it to swell. The moment it gets wet, it swells. Not a good choice, not for your home. The poplar, and again, it doesn't have to be poplar. This is a little costly. To save some money, you can use finger jointed pine, which is already pre-connected at the factory. All of these obviously need primer and paint, but this is a Bob's Top Pick, specifically the poplar. Or you can use the finger jointed pine, but stay away from MDF, again, which is medium density fiberboard. We welcome your submissions, whether by telephone or whether by email. Bob will always send you an answer, and if we have room, we'll include it in one of our upcoming shows. Find us on the largest database on the net, www.justaskbob.com. Again, that's www.justaskbob.com. Bob's old school. Pick up the phone, give us a call, 289-649-0196. Again, that's 289-649-0196. Thank you. Until next time. Hello, it's that time again. Get up, get off the couch, and start tackling your own to-do list. Stay tuned.